Hey guys, how you doing? It's Matt Force. Today I'm coming from Full Force Fitness to talk about 5 things that you can implement today, tomorrow, this week that will help change your life, change the direction of your life, and help get you to where you want to be sooner than later. Now, every day I meet people and they say, well, I don't have enough finances, I don't have enough resources, I don't have enough skills, I don't have enough, and they just continue to say, I don't have enough, I don't have enough, I don't have enough. Now, when we get into the state of I don't have enough, we don't put ourselves in a position to take action to allow us the mindset to go get the things that we need and take the action we need to take to achieve what we want to achieve. So the biggest tool that I have every day that I encourage people to do right when you wake up, have a gratitude list. Gratitude list. 3 things. Okay, so gratitude list. This is huge. 3 things that you want to write every single day to help keep your body in the state of gratitude, because the gratitude state will keep your heart in a place where you're able to see the good and things that are going around you, because bad things happen to us all day long. Bad people come in our lives, bad things like accidents happen, disease, it all happens and it affects all of us. But what's the difference between the person that's affected and not affected? Okay, it's usually a state of gratitude that allows them to stay in a positive mindset of the current situation that they may be dealing with. Now, so let me give you some examples. 1, okay, let's say roof over my head. Okay, there's a lot of people, guys, that do not have a roof over their head. And so these are things to be grateful for, right? I'm very grateful to have a house and a roof over my head, okay? We can get very specific with these things, but when you first start, it can be very, very broad. And sometimes some people might say generic, so we could say, okay, a generic thing to be grateful for, you can say my family, okay? Now, I've got a family just like everyone else does, and I know that there's some people in the family that do not spark states of gratitude. And I like to call those people, acquaintances. They're doing things in their life that I just don't like to partake in, and I try to distance myself away from people that are doing things that aren't what I want to do, and that will put me in a position where I'm actually backtracking to on track, and they take me off track and off course to the goals that I have. Now, let's say, okay, we need a third thing. Okay, so I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my family, and I'm grateful for whatever it may be. So you can say, maybe it's your body. You're grateful that your body is so active, able body. Okay, some people might just put body. There's marker here. Active, able body. So those would be my 3 things, say, for this morning. So if I'm approached by someone that is very unpleasant, super negative, down on their luck, I need to be in a place where I'm able to help that person out, but it can also be very draining. So I need to be able to go back to a place where I was when I was full. My emotional energy is full. My physical energy was full, right? Right when I wake up. I'm grateful for a roof over my head. I'm grateful for my family. And some people will put family support, okay? I'm grateful for my family support. That's good. Whatever you put, just 3 things. I'm grateful for an active, able body. Now, grateful for a body. Sometimes bodies can be things we just dwell in. So I like to put active, able body. I have choices. I'm not overweight. If I want to go run, I can run. If I want to hike, I can hike. So I'm very grateful to be in this stage of life with my body. And I think a lot of people want to be in those kind of states. So that is definitely one of the tools that I use every single day to help grow me personally, and I help use as a tool to grow other people around me. Because in a state of gratitude, negativity is not going to sit in, depression is not going to sit in. You're going to have states of growth, states of opportunity. You will take action, and you will be mindful and respectful of others around you. And you build these relationships, and all of a sudden now people are like, I want to help Matt out. If his car's broke down at 3 a.m., guess who's getting help? I am. Because we're grateful. We're in the state of mind that people are attracted to and people want to be around us. Okay? So that's a good place to be. Let me erase this here. The second thing I think is really great, and outside of gratitude, so number 2 is picking the right people. Okay? Just create a little line here. So number 2 is picking the right people. Now, when I say picking the right people, it's who are you associating yourself with, right? These are, say, what do you say, good? And we'll say bad, okay? If you made a list of, say, your 10 closest friends, what are some traits that they have, right? And I'd be honest, okay? 10 traits, okay. Let's see, good. They're always on time. Okay, consistent. And then we have bad, unreliable. Okay, we have unreliable. We have I don't want to say liar, but you've got people in your lives that would lie to you. So liars would be a bad. So picking the right people. Unreliable, liars, deceitful, mean. Okay, these things, these people, nice. Okay, what kind of people do you want around you? You want good people or do you want bad people? And if you associate yourself with people like this, guess what? There's this like osmosis effect that happens. You start to actually become like this. If you associate yourself with people that have these traits, and there's a lot more bad traits, and there's a lot more good traits we can list off, but I think these 3 are great. Unreliable, liars, and mean, okay? There's inconsistent here. There's a lot of different things that could be bad, but we want to focus on what we want. Is this what you want in your life? No, okay? What do you want in your life? I want to be on time. I want to be consistent. I want to be nice to other people. I want to help people. I want to change the world. Guess what? You need to be in the good category and not the bad. So that's what I would define, right? Pick the right people. If you took qualities of your 10 closest friends, 5 closest friends, 2 closest friends, 1 closest friend, whatever it is, what are the traits? List off the traits, good and bad. Okay? You need to really evaluate the people that we hang around. If they're doing bad stuff, guess what? You're going to be tied up into it soon enough. It's just a matter of time. Just a matter of time. Okay, number 3, out of 5 things, nutrition. Okay, nutrition also dictates how we feel. If we're not getting enough quality foods in, our good fats, our good proteins, our good carbs, our micronutrients, all your vitamins, nutrition is huge on how our mindset is. If you're not giving your body fuel to repair itself, guess what's happening? The body's breaking down. It's going to deteriorate. Muscle's going to atrophy. You're going to have a lot of issues, and those things are preventable by the way we eat. Now people say, well, to eat organic is expensive. I really challenge you to look at what that actually means, because if you say, I can't spend $1 more on something, which in my case, I don't find that organic's really all that much more expensive if you're eating appropriate to your body type, what your body needs every single day. But there's other things you can do to figure that out. But I don't find that organic is any more expensive than processed foods, because how many times do you want to be in the hospital, right? What's a hospital bill cost? What does a doctor's visit cost? Those things add up. You know, if you were able to take that number and divide it across the year and say, look, I have an extra, say, $3,600, right? $300 extra a month because you didn't go to the doctor this year, and you invested $300 extra a month already to what you're spending on groceries, you can afford organic and then some. So it's definitely something to look into. So that's number 3, nutrition. All right. Number 4, and everything goes into kind of mindset here, because we really want to keep ourselves in a place of growth. Now, 4, and there's got to be some kind of personal development, okay? And I'm just going to put personal That's L, development. Okay, and there's a lot of things that we can do for personal development. All right, you can attend seminars, you can read books, you can go to different things, you can go to college, learn a skill. But personal development is definitely something we need to do every single day to keep our mind sharp, to keep, if you're not curious about stuff in life, you're probably not going too far and you're probably not achieving what you want to achieve. So there's got to be something in life that you're curious about. Okay, it doesn't need to be sales, it doesn't need to be business, it could be video games, it could be anime, it could be whatever it is, cars, the planet. It's amazing how many people have taken interest in different things, and they've all been successful, or they can be successful in anything you do, to be financially independent, to have happiness, fulfillment. So think about that, guys. Personal development. If you're not reading any kind of literature, I think it's definitely an investment that you should do. I think a book a month is great, and if that's not where you're at, that's fine. 4 books a year, wherever you're at. If you're at, this is you, 0 books a year. Okay, I challenge you to read 1. If you're at 10 books a year, I challenge you to read 20. Okay, not that hard. There's not a lot. The difference between 10 and 20 is 10, right? It's not that hard. 10 is not hard. The difference between 0 and 1, not that hard. What it is action. It's consistency. It's deciding that you want better for your life and you invest. Okay? You can invest your time working for someone else. They're going to pay you as much as whatever your skills are worth, right? If you can read, they'll pay you accordingly. If you can, make fries at McDonald's, they're going to pay you for that service. Okay? So if you want to make more money, it's going to take some time investing, gaining knowledge, okay? You want to be an expert in something, it takes knowledge. You can't just say, I want to be an expert in cars and then never touch a car, never own a car, never read about a car, never work on a car. There's a lot of things that you need to do, okay? So that's number 4, personal development. Develop this person, become the person you want to be. So if you want to be an auto mechanic, go investigate. What does that take? Does it take going to school? Does it take going and being an apprentice at a shop and working on it? Now we have internet, so you have YouTube. We have all these other different things that we have access to. So I would definitely encourage you guys to do that. That's number 4, okay? Personal development. Now 5. 5, 5, 5. And it's very crucial. It's an easy thing to do, and it's also easy not to do because we get so taken back with how our lives are currently ran. Now, I'm putting this here, and a lot of times, this is number 5 for the sake of it being the end of the video, but I really think that rest should be number 1. Now, it's not hours of sleep, okay? It's quality rest. If your body needs rest, you take it. Okay, we're not sleeping for the sake of sleeping. Now, they say the average person needs 7 to 8 hours of sleep. For myself, I find that 5 to 6 works. There's days that I have less to do. I'll take a nap, an hour or 2 hour nap. Now, there's times where my day starts at 4:30, 4:30. I get into work 5. I do what I need to do for a couple hours. I take a nap for 2 hours, and then I work the rest of the day. And sometimes it's necessary to do that. So figure out what your happy place is, and naps aren't bad. Okay, I would encourage someone to take an hour nap instead of being 5 hours into their work day, and then you are just beat and you're tired and you're barely moving and your brain's not able to think and function the way it should. So if you need a refresher, a nap is great. Take an hour nap and come back. I want that productive 2 hours than 5 hours of not being productive and just kind of horsing around, half-assing things that we can, if we can get past that with an hour nap, take the hour nap. It's well worth it. Give your brain some rest. Give your body just a chance to recoup and then get back at it full speed. Okay, so rest is great. And it all plays together, guys. So we have, let's do a little recap of what we had here, okay? And I know a lot of times people go, well, this is easy stuff. It is easy. It's also easy to forget. It's also easy not to do because, in society say, oh, you're selfish, you're selfish, you're selfish. There's some times where we have to be selfish, guys. Rest, what we put in our body. We need to be selfish about what we eat. We also need to be selfish about taking care of ourselves first. Okay? You're in an airplane, you have kids with you. It says, put the parent's mask on first, then the kids. Because you can't count on the kids at that point. If you have a 3-year-old next to you, do you think that 3-year-old is going to get up, put your mask on after he's breathing? Probably not. So put your mask on first, and then take care of what else we need to do. So we have 1, gratitude list. Gratitude list. Okay? 3 things. Okay? Pick 3 things that you're grateful for every morning. 2, pick the right people. Don't become a bad person because you're choosing to hang around hooligans and people doing the wrong thing. Don't let that osmosis effect take over on you guys and wear off, okay? We all have the ability to change. It's just a choice. We have to make that decision here, and then we have to take action to achieve that, okay? We have nutrition. Okay, fuel your body. Okay? That's your choice. Fuel your body. Okay? 3 things you're grateful for. Pick the right people to be around. Fuel your body. 4, personal development. Okay? And I'm going to write fuel your mind. Okay? We all want to stay young. They actually find that people that are older, that are up into those 60s, 70s, 80 years old, that if you're fueling your mind, you actually have less chance of getting Alzheimer's because you're making new connections in the brain. So some change is good, okay? Let's go over this real quick before we get on that last one there, okay? Gratitude list. Pick 3 things you're grateful for. It can be anything. I start pretty broad, and then as the days go by, try to get a little bit more specific. Pick the right people, okay? Osmosis effect, okay? Don't let those people wear off on you. Become the person you want to be, and know that you can't change anyone, okay? We can inspire, we can try to motivate, but ultimately, if you want to change, you have to decide. If I want to change, I have to decide, okay? My mom can't tell me what to do. She might try to encourage me, but ultimately, I make the decision to change or to stay the same. Nutrition, fuel your body. Eat right. There will be videos I'm going to do about nutrition, but for now, this is just a common goal. If you're eating a lot of processed foods, a lot of fast foods, try to get back to the whole foods, okay? Fruits are good. Grains are good. Legumes are good. And be curious. Do some research on your own and figure out what works for you. Personal development, fuel your mind, okay? And storybooks are fine, but if you want to grow, and like I said, you want to be a mechanic, you want to change your skills, you want to learn a new trade, be curious, go fuel your mind, and figure out what that is, okay? 5, rest. All right, there's marker. Rest. Sleep. Okay? I'm going to write this real quick, okay? Rest is the objective. Rest is the objective. Okay? Sleep is the objective, not the necessity. Okay? Rest is the objective, not the necessity. Okay? Make it an objective. I sleep because it's going to allow me to function. Okay? People think I'm going to sleep 12 hours. It's a necessity. I need 12 hours or I can't function. It's the end of the world. Not true. Okay? So we've got gratitude list. pick the right people, nutrition, personal development, and rest. If you implement these 5 things in your life, things are going to start to change. I guarantee it. You start here, 1, great, get this down, easy. Get a journal, write it, pick the right people. So look at what kind of people you're around. Okay, if you're around people that aren't supportive, that aren't encouraging you to become better, then it might be time to question who do you have around you on a daily basis. Nutrition, same thing. If your body's not where it needs to be, you got to question this. Okay, it's not science. If you're not where you want to be, then sometimes you might have a thyroid issue, but majority of people can change a lot with nutrition. Okay, you might need some medical assistance. I wouldn't ever say don't go see your doctor for some advice, but nutrition is a good thing. Fuel your mind. I'll guarantee you what, this will change your life, change your mindset, change your life. Okay, and give yourself more of a spectrum on the world, and you're going to be able to love like you've never loved. And rest is the objective, not the necessity. All right, guys, this is Matt Force. Thank you for watching the video. I hope you guys got something from it. Leave me a comment if you have, and I look forward to seeing you on the next video. Bye, guys.